a lot of comparisons with Bo Nix on Drew Brees from people. Is that too far, or do you kind of see the similarities?
Well, we're not saying they're the same player. We're saying the style of play is similar. I think some of the mannerisms are similar. Obviously, Drew was one of the greats and a Hall of Famer. So there's a very high bar, but I think the consistent ball placement, accuracy in the quick game, and that's a big deal because it leads to yards after the catch for an offense, and that's a foundational piece of Sean's offense. I think, too, the ability to operate the play-action pass, again, a huge part of Sean's offense. And there's a lot of intellectual strain on Sean Payton's quarterbacks at the line of scrimmage, long play calls, all that. He handles that at a very high level, so a lot of the style bodes well for Bo to be very similar,
You know, Sean keeps saying that they need a dynamic playmaker, a joker.
Yep.
Whether it be a tight end or a running back.
Yep.
As a young quarterback, if you had to choose one, which position do
tight
you
end.
think?
Tight end, because the tight end he's capable of doing so much. One, you gather information pre-snap by your formations. You create mismatches not only for that player but also other players on your offense. And then more often than not, that tight end, if he is a really dynamic player, there's not a lot of people that can handle those guys, both in man or zone. So I say the tight end for sure.
Is Tyler Warren that guy?
He's an absolute monster. Yeah, Tyler Warren is. Look, if you were asking me to give him an NFL comp right now, he's a little bit similar to Trey McBride in Arizona. I don't think he's as sudden athletically as McBride. He's got a little bit more of a Dallas Goedert type of, and Mark Andrews type of run style to him, but really, really big-time player.
You know, there's a lot of debate about the Broncos receivers, whether they have enough to succeed. In the past, Sean hasn't invested too much in that position, and it's more so the tight ends and the running backs.
Yes.
Do you think, Cortland Sutton is number one, those young guys kind of back him up? Is that enough for the Broncos, or they need to add that?
I like Vele. I like Mims. Sutton he's been a good player. He reaffirmed being a really good player. Sean's always had great offensive lines as well, and so that's a trend in Denver. I do think having that, to Sean's point, that joker, that mismatch piece, that Jimmy Graham type of person takes that offense to a different level.
Is Pat Surtain the Defensive Player of the Year?
I voted for Pat Surtain as the Defensive Player of the Year. I thought he was the best player at one of the, if not the best defenses in football.
Let's go find one for you, Dan. We're from Denver. How would you like to see the Chiefs lose this Super Bowl?
I want to see history. So I want to see history now. I also married a Philly girl, so she hates me for that, but I want to see history.
Well, you've got the green on, so we can appreciate that.
Yeah, she dresses me.
Thanks, Dan. Really appreciate it.